8 laps the distance. Top 3 cars will move on off of turn number 4. Green is out.
Down into turn 1. Davey Heskin gets a good jump on the field. He'll lead him down the back straightaway. Logan Schuchart running second. Battle for third now. Here comes Tyler Courtney. Courtney down to the inside now of Justin Sanders as they race through 3 and 4. Courtney up into the third spot. Sanders back to fourth. James McFadden rounds out your top 5. Only the top 3 move on. Lockie McHugh gets by Thomas Kennedy as they race into turns 1 and 2. Down the back street now. Battle for the lead. Battle for third and 3 and 4. Davey Heskin has the lead. Logan Schuchart right there to challenge. Tyler Courtney still racing in the third spot. Justin Sanders holding on to the fourth position. James McFadden rounds out your top 5 as they work down the back straightaway. Then Ayrton Jeniton, Thomas Kennedy, and Lockie McHugh. Davey Heskin continuing to show the way in the Academy Roofing car number 2M. Logan Schuchart down to the inside now. He'll bring the driving car number 1S to the inside line as they race down the back straightaway. 5 car lengths back is Logan Schuchart. Now he'll close in on your leader in 3 and 4. Heskin on the high side still showing the way, but here comes Logan Schuchart. Meanwhile, battle in the 4th spot. James McFadden right across the nose of Sanders for 4th. Through 3 and 4. Your leader, battle for the top spot. Heskin still up in the top spot with 3 laps to go. Logan Schuchart right there knocking on the door. Tyler Courtney running in that 3rd spot. Top 3 cars in transfer position. 1 spot out of a transfer is James McFadden, but he's a ways back from Courtney. Tyler Courtney holding on to that 3rd and final transfer spot. 2 laps to go this time by. Davey Heskin from the drop of the green continues to show the way into turn number 2. Logan Schuchart holding on to the 2nd spot. Tyler Courtney racing 3rd. James McFadden running in the 4th spot. Justin Sanders 5th. Ayrton Jeniton 6th. Lockie McHugh 7th. Thomas Kennedy 8th. Ian Madsen 9th. Corey Day is 10th. And Ryan Roberts rounds out the field. Final time here in heat race number 1 as they race down the back straightaway. Heskin through the middle of 3, up to the top side of turn 4, checkered flag will wave. Davey Heskin will get heat race number 1. Logan Schuchart comes home 2nd. Tyler Courtney finishes 3rd. James McFadden in the 4th spot, and Justin Sanders rounds out your top 5. So the top 3 cars moving on. Davey Heskin, Logan Schuchart, and Tyler Courtney will transfer out of heat race number 1.
Leads him off of turn 4. We are underway in heat race number 2. Kofoid jumps out of the early lead down in turn number 1 to the bottom side. Now slides up. Gravel going to fall back to that 2nd place spot. Battle going on for 3rd. Give it to Shots off of turn 2 for right now. But Eliasson not going away. Dives right back down to the inside. Slides up. No, falls back in 4th. Gravel looked to the inside for a second as well. Couldn't quite make the pass. He'll try it again in turn number 1 as your race now for the lead over in turn number 2. Race for 4th going on as well. Look out, almost some contact there. Austin McCarl and Eliasson nearly getting together coming off of turn number 2. They now string out a little bit here and settle things down. Both drivers go to the top side of the racetrack here. McCarl going to try and run him back down. 1 spot out of a transfer they're battling for with Shots in that 3rd and final transfer spot in the back straightaway. Top 4 all strung out. Battle going on now for that 6th place position over in turn number 3. Hickel and Reinhardt going at it side by side as now Reinhardt has that spot. Hickel now back 1 position. Austin McCarl, one of the few cars trying to make the bottom side of the racetrack work here. Just can't quite gain any ground on Eliasson now. Goes back to the top side over in turn 3. Buddy Kofoid, David Gravel, Donnie Schatz, your top 3. Eliasson, the first car on the outside looking in. As they all string out single file on this one again. Battle going on for that 6th place spot again here. Reinhardt has some company from Hickel as Hickel looks down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Going to be side by side going on for 6th. 3 spots out of a transfer position. 3 to go. That time by for your leaders over in turn number 3 now. Kofoid checking out the field, looking dominant here as that battle goes on for 6th again. Reinhardt has it, and now Hickel at the top side goes right down low. Going to slide up in turn number 3 and 4. Could be side by side coming off of 4. Gets a great run. Put the 25 up 1 more spot now to 6th. Hickel going to try and hang on to that position now and not give back to Reinhardt as we string out again here. White flag is in the air. Half a mile to go. The Marion County Fairgrounds for Buddy Kofoid. He's led since the drop of the green flag. Started on the pole. Has not looked back in this one. Eliason, one last chance. Looking for any grip on the racetrack. Might come up one spot shy of a transfer. Checker flag in the air. Kofoid gets the win. David Gravel comes home in second. Donnie Schatz, your final transfer spot. Corey Elias in the first car on the outside looking in with Austin McCarl fifth. J.J. Hickel sixth. Reinhardt seventh. Matt Jewell eighth. Skylar Prohaska ninth. And Noah Gass comes home in 10th. So once again, race fans, your winner out of Pen Grove, California, the High Plains Building Division Indy Race Park.
Turn number 4. Green is out. Darren Pittman getting a good jump. He'll lead him into turn number 2. Kerry Madsen makes a run on him there in the second spot. Down the back straightaway, Parker Price Miller holding on to the third spot. Brady Bacon on the outside looking in, and he's in 4th. Zeb Wise rounds out your top 5 as they work off of turn 4. Darren Pittman will lead lap number 1. Kerry Madsen still right there, though, in striking distance, running second. Parker Price Miller third. Now Zeb Wise gets around Brady Bacon for the 4th spot. Brady Bacon looking low, now goes high in turn 3 as Zeb Wise begins to pull away from him. Right behind those two cars, though, a side-by-side battle for position between Carson McCarl and Cole Macedo. Battle for second now in turn number 2. Here comes Parker Price Miller. Miller tried the inside. Kerry Madsen says no. Kerry Madsen holds on to the second spot. PPM still running in that 3rd place. Darren Pittman showing the way. Battle in the second spot again in turn 1. Parker Price Miller on the inside of Kerry Madsen for the second spot. Side by side off turn number 2. Madsen by half a car length. He'll shut the door on him in turn number 3. PPM stays right there in the 3rd spot as Zeb Wise rides 4th. Brady Bacon in the 5th spot now being challenged by Carson McCarl. Carson looks to the inside of Brady Bacon in turn number 2. Can't get there as they race off the corner down the back straightaway. Top 3 now starting to settle just a little bit as Darren Pittman continues to try to pull away from the field. Kerry Madsen holding on the 2nd spot right through the middle of turn 1 to the cushion in turn 2. Parker Price Miller, 5 car lengths back in the 3rd spot. Zeb Wise in the Race Routine Foundation. Car number 26 rides in the 4th spot. 2 to go for your leader. Brady Bacon holding on to the 5th spot as they work into turn number 1. Carson McCarl, then Cole Macedo, Robbie Price, Dylan Westbrook, and Sawyer Phillips. White flag, final time around for Darren Pittman here in heat race number 3. Kerry Madsen still in that 2nd spot, but PPM is right there. Parker Price Miller lurking in the 3rd spot. Closes the gap just a little bit on Madsen. Checkered flag will wave off of turn number 4. Put your hands together for your winner, Darren Pittman. Kerry Madsen comes home 2nd. Parker Price Miller 3rd. Zeb Wise is 4th. Brady Bacon is 5th. Carson McCarl comes home 6th. Cole Macedo 7th. Robbie Price 8th. Dylan Westbrook and Sawyer Phillips rounds out the field here in heat race number 3. So once again, the top 3 moving on. How about a hand for your winner, Darren?
We'll lock our next 3 drivers into tonight's A main. Coming at you after just 8 laps. We're underway. Drag race in turn number 1. Cy Lynch shows the way from the outside of the front row. We got contact. 1 car up and over. Red flag is out. Linton Jeffrey. The rest will have to fight for the right to party in the B's and C's. We're back underway. Green flag is out. Peck gets a great start entering turn 1, takes the top side of the racetrack, and now Cy Lynch down to the inside, can't quite get there. Battle going on for 4th, the back straightaway. Keep around the 3 TK of Kading. He'll have that fourth place spot, one spot out of a transfer now, as now Hafertepe shuffles back to fifth. Macedo trying to run down Cy Lynch for an insurance spot over in turn number 2, right to the top side of the racetrack. Might have found something up top. Can't quite get there just yet. He'll try it in turn number 3. He goes right down to the bottom side, going to pull even now, gets the spot over in turn 4. Drag race at the line. It goes to Macedo. They nearly touch entering turn 1. Nearly getting together. Cy Lynch now falls back to that third place spot on the bubble in a transfer spot. Kading going to try and run him down. He'll have 5 laps to try and do it this time by. He might have some company, though, from Sam Hafertepe, who's trying to reel him back in here for that position off of turn number 4. All the while, Justin Peck checking out the field here, trying to run away with this one here with Carson Macedo in second. Cy Lynch, your top 3. Kading rides in that 4th place spot, has now pulled away again from Hafertepe, who rounds out the top 5. Then we see Harley White, Marcus Dumsney, Clinton Garner, your top 8. Justin Peck looking strong on the top side of the raceway. Top 2 cars have pretty much pulled away from the rest of the field in this one here. Laps winding down. We're past the halfway point now. Just 3 to go. That time by for Justin Peck. Macedo might be reeling him in here nice and slow in the back straightaway. But is there enough time to try and challenge the lead? Goes right down to the bottom. Going to try and gnaw away at that lead here that Peck has. He's led since the drop of the green flag after starting on the pole. Cy Lynch might have some company as well. 2 laps to go. Kading closing in ever so slightly off of turn number 2. Gets a big run that time. Is there enough time for him to try and challenge for that third and final transfer spot? The white flag is out. Peck's got some company as well for the lead. Macedo right down to the inside. Can't quite get there. Slides up in turn number 2. Behind them, though, keep your eye on Kading. He's reeling in Cy Lynch around turn number 2. Might have one shot if he can get a run off of 2, and he couldn't. Back up front, though, off of turn 4. Checker flag is out. Justin Peck hangs on for the win. Carson Macedo second. And Cy Lynch will hang on for the third and final transfer spot. Tim Kading comes home in 4th with Sam Hafertepe rounding out your top 5. Harley White 6th. Marcus Dumsney 7th. And Clint Garner comes home in 8th. Once again, race fans, your winner here in this heat race out of Monrovia, Indiana, the CoastalRaceParts.com.
Front row, 8 laps the distance, top 3 move on off of turn 4. Green is out. Casey Kane leads him into turns 1 and 2. Macri running second. Brian Brown knocking on the door of the top 3. Oh, Brian Brown upside down. Red flag. Brian Brown getting upside down on the exit of turn number 2. Here we go, coming to the green. This time off of turn number 4. Casey Kane brings him down to the stripe. Green is out. Anthony Macri gets a better start this time. He'll rock it out to the lead. Here comes Casey Kane, nose to tail down the back chute for the lead. Macri to the bottom to protect the inside line. Casey up on the cushion in 3 and 4. Battle for third now as they race off at turn 4. Shane Golombek up into the 3rd spot. Brad Sweet running 4th. Rusty Hickman is 5th. Shane Golombek destroyed a car the other night. Comes back tonight trying to flex his muscle down the back straightaway. Here comes Brad Sweet to the inside, battle for 3rd in turn 4. Brad Sweet to the inside of Golombek. He's got it by half a car length. Golombek comes back by on the outside. They're wheel to wheel in 1 and 2. Battle for the transfer in turn 2. Down the back straightaway now, Brad Sweet has the 3rd spot from Shane Golombek. Shane Golombek back there in the 4th spot. Rusty Hickman is 5th. Chris Windham now on the move in the car number 19, now trying to gain some spots as they race off with turn 4. Back up front, Anthony Macri now pulling away from Casey Kane in that 2nd spot. Brad Sweet still holding on to the 3rd and final transfer spot with 4 to go this time by. 4 laps to go this time by for your leader, Anthony Macri down the back straightaway. Casey Kane still holding on to the 2nd spot. Brad Sweet racing 3rd. Shane Golombek up into the 4th spot as Chris Windham back there battling with Josh Higday through turn number 4. Brad Sweet beginning to close in on Casey Kane over in turn number 2. Can't quite get there though on the exit of the turn. Down the back chute now, 2 to go. This time around for your leader, Anthony Macri. Casey Kane on the high side of the racetrack running second. Brad Sweet closing in. He'll take the Napa 49 to the inside of Casey Kane right through the middle of turn number 2. Can't get there. Casey Kane back around the outside by a nose wing. Into turn 3. Now Brad Sweet moves up into the second spot. Casey Kane holds on to third as they race off of turn 4 as the white flag flies. Final time down the back chute now for Anthony Macri. Brad Sweet up into the second spot. Casey Kane is in that third and final transfer. They'll race into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag will wave. Anthony Macri gets the win. Brad Sweet comes home second. Casey Kane finishing in the third spot. Shane Golovic fourth. Battle for fifth will go to Josh Higday. So top 3 cars moving on. Casey Kane in the third spot. Brad Sweet finishes second and with the win. The car number 3.
Phillips and Reitzel will have those top 3 coveted spots when we come to the green. We're underway, 8 laps of distance in your final heat race of the night for the 410s. Blake Hahn shows the way in turn number 1 and 2. Reitzel slides up, almost made some contact there with the 7 Taz of Phillips. He backs out of it, hangs on to that third and final transfer spot. Reitzel not going away though, looks back down to the inside, going to try and make it work. He might now have some company from Selzy, who's right there as well. Goes right to the top side of the racetrack. Now Reitzel slides up. Battle for the lead going on in front of him as well. Tasker Phillips almost made the pass there, coming off of 2, couldn't quite make it work. He'll try it again in turn number 3 and 4. Your race now for the lead. Tasker's got it coming off of turn 4. Tasker Phillips down to the point. Blake Hahn back to second. Gio Selzy now gets that third and final transfer spot entering turn 1. Reitzel back on the outside looking in fourth. They string out single file with Boguski riding in 5th. Hodenshield 6th. Goodnow, Wimmer, Martin, Carrick, and Hansen your field. Battle for second now entering turn 1. Gio Selzy points down to the inside. Going to be side by side, and now Selzy has it in turn 2. Blake Hahn back to third on the bubble. Has that third and final transfer spot entering turn 3. Reitzel running out of time here. He'll be halfway home to try and run down one of your top 3 cars. Blake Hahn might have a bit of run. Going to try and run down Selzy back to that insurance spot over in turn number 3. Can't quite get there just yet. Hangs on to the top side of the racetrack. Reitzel going to try and find any place in the racetrack he can to make that work and reel in that 52. Be 2 to go this time by. Reitzel might have a shot at it yet. He might try it right here as he goes down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Going to be side by side. Battle for the third and final transfer spot. Couldn't quite make it work. Thought twice of it. Falls back in line. He'll try it again in turn number 1. Slide job coming up here for the 8. He's got it in turn number 2. And now Hahn points it back down low. No, can't quite get there. Now put Reitzel into that third and final transfer spot. But in front of them, as we come to the white flag, a race for the lead entering turn number 1. Gio Selzy down to the inside as you now have a new leader in turn number 2. Tasker Phillips back to second here as Reitzel now claims that third and final transfer spot all to himself. Coming off of turn number 4, checkered flag in the air. Gio Selzy going to have a lap car in front of him. No problem though. He'll pick up the win. Tasker Phillips comes home in second. Aaron Reitzel rounds out your podium and your transfers. Blake Hahn, the first car on the outside looking in. He'll go to the B main. Scott Boguski, Sheldon Hodenshield, Riley Goodnow, Brandon Wimmer, Tanner Carrick, Chris Martin, and Landon Hansen, your field. What a race to end the heat races for your 410s tonight. Once again, your winner out of Fresno, California. Locked into the show. If you're starting in the back, you got to get to going early. We're back underway for B main number 1, 12 laps the distance. McFadden, your pole sitter, shows the way. Brady Bacon rides in that second place spot. We get through Sawyer Phillips up over the cushion into the marbles, but he hangs on to it. We stay to the green. Back up front, though, keep your eye on a battle going on for that final transfer spot coming around turn number 3 and 4. They'll settle things out now, string out single file. Battle going on for that fourth place spot in the back straightaway. Hickle has that spot now. Battle going on for second is Bacon to the outside. Going to lose a spot here to Eliason, who peeks down on the inside. He'll get the runner-up spot for an insurance position coming off of turn number 4. Brady Bacon now on the bubble in that third and final transfer spot. As Hickle now, first car on the outside looking in, going to try and run that 21H down, then the back straightaway. Then we'll see Justin Sanders and Carson McCarl. Transfer spot might be up for grabs here soon. Hickle looking strong on the top side of the racetrack, trying to run down Bacon over in turn number 1 now. Austin McCarl, Carson McCarl also battling out for spots here. That's a 7th place position battle going on over in turn number 1 and 2. The brothers going at it down the back straightaway. McCarl trying to run down Carson over in turn number 3. Austin slips out to the outside. Still can't quite get in striking distance just yet. Wobbles a bit coming off of turn 4. He might have some company now from Cole Macedo right to the outside. Battle for 7th, 8th, all up for grabs right now. The 14J to the outside in turn number 2 in the back straightaway. Cole Macedo up one more spot to 8th now. McCarl back to 9th. Looking for more over turn 3 and 4. Look out, Corey Eliason in the 2nd place spot, up in smoke. We stay green for now, yellow out. Easy pace by the Roth Motorsports 83 coming around, back underway, 5 laps into this one. Justin Sanders going to try and make quick work of this one. He goes right to the inside. Hickle has the 3rd and final transfer spot coming around turn 2. Going to be 4 or 3 wide for that 5th place spot in the back straightaway there for a quick second. As Macedo went to the top side of the racetrack, McCarl went down low and split the difference. Battle not done yet for that 3rd place spot, though. Hickle going to try and answer back to the outside, and now Sanders gets a bit of a grip down the bottom side, pulls away momentarily. Carson McCarl, Ayrton Jennington, and Cole Macedo all duking it out, putting on a show now. Macedo goes to the top side with Austin McCarl right beside him there on the bottom of the racetrack. This one far from over. The 3rd and final transfer spot up for grabs again. Hickle right down to the inside. He's got it now over in turn number 2. Nearly made some contact with Sanders as he breaks free in the back straightaway. Now here comes Ayrton Jennington. They're going to challenge for that 4th place spot. Put the 3 to 4th now coming around turn number 4. Plenty of time to try and run down one of the top 3 cars over in turn number 1. J.J. Hickle to the top side might have some company here. He's got to hang on to that 4th and final transfer spot. It'll be 3 laps to go this time by. Hickle holding faithful to the top side of the racetrack. Ayrton Jennington looking for grip down low. Can't quite find it that time. Then we're going to see Justin Sanders, Carson McCarl, Cole Macedo, Austin McCarl all battling out for position behind him. Time is winding out. 2 to go this time by 4. Ayrton Jennington to try and get that final transfer spot away here from the 25 of J.J. Hickle. And now he'll look for an insurance spot. Goes right to the inside of Brady Bacon. Going to be side by side. Your race now for a second. They nearly touch the back straightaway. Hickle holds his line. Bacon goes down low. Hickle's going to go up top now. Here comes Jennington as well. Going to try and bring him with him around turn number 4. White flag in the air. Final time for James McFadden. Brady Bacon has a rear view mirror full of talent behind him coming around turn number 2 as Hickle trying to regain on that 21H in the back straightaway. Final time now for Jennington as well, entering turn number 3. Final 2 corners around turn number 4. McFadden gets the win. Brady Bacon hangs on for second. The 3rd and final transfer spot goes to Hickle. Ayrton Jennington comes home in 4th. Justin Sanders in 5th. Cole Macedo 6th. Carson McCarl 7th. Austin McCarl 8th. Ian Madsen 9th. Zeb Wise, your top 10. Once again, race fans, your winner in this one at a Warrnambool, Victoria, Australia, the Roth Motorsports, Roth Enterprises, HR Lifestyle Transportation.
As we get set to go, Brian Brown bringing him down to the white line. Green is out. All right, back to it. We race into turn number 2. Brian Brown shows the way as they race a 3-car battle for the 2nd spot down the back straightaway now. Blake Hahn up into the number 2 spot. Blake Hahn running in that 2nd position now as he's challenged for that runner-up spot off of turn number 4. Shane Gullivick to the inside. Gullivick takes it 2nd spot. Shane Golobic now up to second. Here comes Blake Hahn back to the outside. He looked at her, then checked up, now hammer down the back straightaway. Blake Hahn moves back by to take the runner-up spot. Top 3 cars transfer on. Right now, Golobic in that third and final transfer. Sam Haferteep Jr. running in the 4th spot as they race into turn number 2. He'll try to close in on Golobic, can't get there. Golobic with a run down the back chute. Oh, hops over the cushion, losing some ground. Here comes Haferteep. Battle will be for the transfer spot as they race into 3 and 4. Lockie McHugh getting by a car there in turn number 4. He'll move up 1 spot as Scott Boguski in the car number 84 now looks up into the 5th spot. Battle for 3rd off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Haferteep had a look at Shane Golobic, couldn't get there. Golobic holding on to the 3rd spot. Haferteep still riding in that 4th position. Scott Boguski running in the 5th spot. Marcus Dumsney running 6th. Colby Copeland off the pace, he pulls to the infield. We stay green. Meanwhile, Brian Brown back up on the high side of the racetrack now, showing the way in the Casey's car number 21. Getting upside down in the heat race quickly, having to put a car back together. They've done so, put him out front, he'll show the way. Battle for the transfer spot, back underway down the back straightaway. Shane Golobic has it, Sam Haferteep Jr. wants it. 6 to go this time around for your leader, Brian Brown. That battle continues for the transfer spot. Sam Haferteep Jr. trying to wear him out there as they're racing to 1 and 2, pressing him hard for that transfer spot. Golobic holding on to it on the high side of the racetrack. Haferteep really good down low. Haferteep on the inside off of turn number 4. Sam Haferteep Jr. still running in the 4th spot now as they begin to close in on Blake Hahn. Golobic and Haferteep closing in on Hahn down the back straightaway. Blake Hahn running in that number 2 spot. Here comes Golobic on the high side with momentum. Shane Golobic trying to run him down as they work by the flag stand. Blake Hahn on the bottom. Here comes Golobic within 2 car lengths. Now looking to the outside. Down the back straightaway, can't quite get there. Blake Hahn holding him off as they race through 3 and 4. 3 to go this time by. A 3-car battle. Here comes Golobic. He gets by Hahn. Sam Haferteep Jr. right there as well. Blake Hahn back around him on the inside. What a battle. Down the back chute, now battle for second. Blake Hahn has it. Shane Golobic wants it. Will he get there? 2 to go this time around. Brian Brown down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Blake Hahn holding on to second. He'll go to the inside. Golobic upon the cushion in turns 1 and 2. Haferteep still looking on in turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Golobic trying to mount a charge on Blake Hahn. Hahn running a nice line right through the middle of the racetrack. Golobic can't get by him. White flag's out, 1 to go. If Shane Golobic wants it, he's gonna have to come and get it. Checkered flag will wave next time around. Brian Brown through 3 and 4 for the final time. He will get the B main win. The battle will be for second off of turn number 4. Blake Hahn holding on as they come off of turn 4. He'll get the runner-up spot. Shane Golobic finishing in the 3rd spot. What a battle between those 2 warriors. What a run. Blake Hahn holding on to second. Golobic gets that 3rd and final transfer. Sam Haferteep Jr. finishes. Off of turn number 4, try number 2 is green. Down the chute, into the turn. They work their way down the back straightaway now. Cy Lynch will bring him around through 3 and 4. Here comes Logan Schuhart on the outside. Battle for the lead off of turn 4. Schuhart will lead lap 1. Cy Lynch there in the 2nd spot. Aaron Reitzel now to 3rd. Tyler Courtney running in the 4th spot. Gio Selzy is 5th. Down the back straightaway now. Tyler Courtney closing in on Aaron Reitzel. The battle for the 3rd spot. Gio Selzy running in that 5th position. Parker Price Miller running 6th. Donnie Schatz now in the 7th spot to the inside of PPM. Side by side, Donnie Schatz moves by Parker Price Miller in turn number 2. Battle down the back straightaway for 3rd. Aaron Reitzel on the inside of Tyler Courtney as they race through the top side of turn number 4. Tyler Courtney up on the high side in that 3rd spot. Aaron Reitzel, and caution, yellow in turns 3 and 4. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Tasker Phillips, the car to bring out the car way off the turn. Green lights are on, we're underway. Logan right through the middle. Aaron Reitzel going to take 2 in turns 1 and 2. He'll go from 5th to 2nd down the back straightaway. Aaron Reitzel now up into the number 2 spot. Tyler Courtney 3rd. Cy Lynch in 4th. Battle for 5th side by side in turn 4. Gio Scelzi and Donnie Schatz battling it out down the front straightaway. Tyler Courtney trying to get back by Aaron Reitzel in turn 2, can't get there. He'll hold the 3rd spot. Down the back straightaway now, Aaron Reitzel trying to pull away from Tyler Courtney in that 2nd position. Logan Schuchart continuing to lead as they work off at turn number 4. Aaron Reitzel running in the 2nd spot. Tyler Courtney's 3rd. Gio Scelzi 4th. Donnie Schatz is 5th. Brad Sweet running 6th. Cy Lynch is 7th. Here comes David Gravel out of the inside for 7th. Puts Cy Lynch back to 8th. Parker Price Miller 9th, and Anthony Macri is 10th. Logan Schuchart now beginning to extend his lead as they work down the back straightaway. Reitzel still holding on to the 2nd spot. A ways back to Tyler Courtney in 3rd. Donnie Schatz closing in now on the NOS Energy Drink 7 BC. Donnie Schatz now looking for 3rd in turn 2. He's got it. Donnie Schatz now up into the 3rd spot. Tyler Courtney back into the 4th position. Gio Scelzi still 5th. Brad Sweet racing in that 6th spot now to the outside of Scelzi off of turn 4. Not able to make the move as they work down the front chute. Gio Scelzi holding on to the spot. Brad Sweet right behind him. Now David Gravel closing in on those 3 cars. Logan Schuchart, the race leader, 16 to go. This time by, we'll see lap traffic ahead. Lap cars on the bottom of the racetrack now as they work through turn 2. Logan Schuchart on the high side. Here comes Donnie Schatz for 2nd. Move him up into the number 2 spot. Schatz now up to 2nd. He'll set his sights on your leader. Donnie Schatz started in the 8th spot, now running in the 2nd position and closing quickly on your leader. Down the back straightaway, Logan Schuchart to the outside of Blake Hahn. He'll go to the top of the racetrack. Hahn stays down low. Logan Schuchart trying to stay out ahead of Donnie Schatz. Puts a lap car between he and Donnie Schatz in 2nd. Aaron Reitzel still racing in the 3rd spot. Tyler Courtney is 4th. Gio Scelzi 5th. Brad Sweet 6th. David Gravel is 7th. Parker Price Miller 8th. Anthony Macri is 9th. And Cy Lynch holds on to 10th. Logan able to stay out in front of Donnie Schatz, keeping a lap car between 1st and 2nd as they work down the back straightaway now. He'll go to the outside of Tasker Phillips, put 2 cars between. Meanwhile, Schatz able to get by. He'll take a spot away there, closing in, gets by the lap cars. They work off of 4. 12 laps to go for your leader, Logan Schuchart. And Donnie Schatz is closing in on the Dryden 1S. Schatz now to the high side of the racetrack, carrying the speed through the turn. Off of turn 4, Donnie Schatz in that 2nd spot, still trying to get around Tasker Phillips in turn 1. Logan Schuchart just ahead, the lead 2 cars right through the middle. Here comes Schatz, reeling in your race leader. Donnie Schatz now taking a look at the lead in turn 4. They get by Brian Brown as he's slowing down the front straightaway. Nose to tail for the lead in turn 1. Donnie Schatz on the bottom, Logan Schuchart right through the middle. Logan Schuchart holding on to the lead, but Donnie Schatz is knocking on the door. Looking low in turn 4, side by side for the lead. Your race is for the lead in turn 1. Logan trying to hold him back. Here comes Donnie Schatz to the inside. Logan makes a run to the outside. They're wheel to wheel into turn number 3. You've got a new leader. Donnie Schatz now taking the lead through 3 and 4. Donnie Schatz getting by Logan Schuchart for the lead with 8 laps to go. Logan staying right there with him down the back chute now. Donnie begins to pull away just ever so slightly through 3 and 4. Gets by the lap car, JJ Hickle. Logan back to the inside. You've got a new leader again. Logan takes the lead back as they work by the flag stand. Logan Schuchart is not done yet. Down the back straightaway. He'll pull away from Donnie Schatz by 10 car lengths as they work into turn 4. 6 laps to go. Buddy Kofoid, the lap car between first and second. Now he moves out of the way. Schatz right there, 3 car lengths back. Logan Schuchart still holding on to the lead, but Donnie Schatz has got his sights set on him. He's not giving up. Through turn 4, Schatz stays right there in the second spot. It's a ways back to third with Aaron Reitzel. Your leader still Logan Schuchart. Tried the high side, then went through the middle. Oh, he gets on the brakes behind the lap car. Logan Schuchart into the wall. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Brady Bacon was slowing off as time by. The green will come out as they work through the corner. Green is out, here we go. Logan right through the middle. Donnie Schatz in hot pursuit. Down the back straightaway, 3 car lengths, now 4. Schatz to the high side. Logan through the middle, sliding up to block. Here comes Donnie around the outside. Side by side for the lead at the flag stand. Logan has the spot. Logan still the leader in turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, Donnie Schatz looking on. Meanwhile, Tyler Courtney gets by up into the 4th spot. Right on the back bumper of Aaron Reitzel for 3rd. Here comes Brad Sweet. 3 to go. Nose to tail for the lead in 1 and 2. Off turn 2, Logan Schuchart has the lead. Donnie Schatz still running in the 2nd spot. A 3-car battle for 3rd down the back straightaway. Here comes Courtney. Aaron Reitzel holds him back. 2 to go this time by. This one is gonna be good. Down the back straightaway, Logan Schuchart with the advantage. He knows Donnie Schatz is right there. Logan uses the middle of the racetrack, slides through the cushion in turn 4. Looking good. White flag's out, 1 to go. If Donnie Schatz wants it, he's gonna have to come and get it. Checkered flag will wave next time by. Schatz with a run down the back straightaway. Brad Sweet looking at Aaron Reitzel for 3rd. Off of turn number 4, the Capitani Classic will go to Logan Schuchart. Donnie Schatz comes home 2nd. Aaron Reitzel hangs on for 3rd. Brad Sweet is 4th, and Parker Price Miller is 5th.